I keep asking myself more and more and more frequently, why are we trying to coexist with these people in the same country anymore? Why are we trying to hold together the United States of America with these people who are not even remotely grounded in reality?
Because this is our country, Hawk, and I understand your frustration, desperation, hard to find the words, but I understand where you're coming from. You see, the thing is, people in this country are followers. They are all followers. We have a lot of followers and a very few leaders. And Democrats don't want to admit or haven't considered the fact that they are as responsible for Donald Trump's existence as the president than the Republicans are. They are just as responsible. What Donald Trump did was watch Americans throughout his life. He watched Americans, and he watched them defend their politicians, both Democrats and Republicans. He watched them defend their politicians because they are all followers, no matter what they did. Their politicians lied to them every day. Their politicians bullshitted them. Their politicians treated them like shit. And Donald Trump saw that his entire life. And when he got the opportunity, he took advantage of that, and he wanted to see how much he could ratchet that up. We as a society created Donald Trump. Republicans didn't create Donald Trump. Donald Trump didn't create Donald Trump. Our society created Donald Trump. Because our society turned politics into a sport. Our society refused to hold our leaders accountable for anything. What did we expect was going to eventually happen? What did we expect was going to eventually happen? We can't separate, because these aren't just people. These are families. These are communities. These families and communities do coexist all across this country. And I get it. The squeaky wheel gets the grease, and you only hear from the loudest, most crazy people on both sides. But the fact of the matter is, the majority of people in this country are independents. So the Democrats and Republicans don't get to split up this country. They don't get to decide. They don't have the majority. We have the majority. The independents have the majority. And I am not willing to give up my entire country for someone who's going to be gone in a few years. In addition, giving up your country, just separating, however you want to, it's not going to fix anything. If you split this country in half and you put half the people on one side and half the people on the other, one half will just always want the other half. They'll do whatever they can to take it. So, no, I'm sorry, but I respectfully disagree with you. I respect you, but I just don't think it's an option. As far as I am concerned, our only course of action is for people to keep telling the truth when it comes to Republicans, when it comes to Democrats, when it comes to anybody, independents. Keep telling the truth when it comes to our government and its leaders, no matter who it is. We are going through an adolescent phase in our existence as a country right now. That's what we're doing. And a lot of us are rebelling. And I hate to say it, but Trump supporters have a legitimate argument. They just chose the wrong person to lead them with that argument. Most Trump supporters believe that the government works against them, that we're way overtaxed, that the government keeps us down, that the government is corrupt. They're not wrong in those beliefs. It's just that this person saw this anger building within this group of people and took advantage of it and took advantage of them. This country's gone through many, many difficult times since its founding, and this is one of them. And just like every time before, I believe we'll get through it. I think the mistake Democrats make is they focus too much on the Trump supporters that they can't win, that they can't get back. That's all they talk about is the Trump supporters. They have no chance of getting back. I know a lot of Republicans. I know a lot of Trump supporters. And they don't fit the description that you get. I don't know a lot of Trump supporting racists, xenophobes, misogynist, all those names. Those aren't the Trump supporters I know. The Trump supporters I know are normal people that are desperate. And the only thing they have to hold on to is trying to feed their family. And they remember a time when they could afford a home, when they could afford gas, when they could afford their bills. And they are as sick about supporting Donald Trump as a lot of Democrats are as sick about supporting Joe Biden. They're not doing it because they want to. They're doing it because they feel like they have no choice to hang on in this country. They feel like they have no alternative. They have no choice. And the Republican Party didn't exactly field a group of strong candidates to run against Trump, just like the Democratic Party threw up RFK Jr. For Biden. We're not left with many choices. When I sit down and talk to Trump supporters, Biden supporters, or other independents, it is amazing all of the things we agree on. We agree on so many things. The only thing we don't agree on is how to go about fixing it. Yeah. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents. Thanks.